Hello students, welcome back to accountancy class. I am Shweta J from Commerce Department, Gopal Swami PU College, Mysore. In last class, we had solved the problem based on balance sheet. Now in today's session also continuation of the last class. In this class, we have to solve another problem based on the same balance sheet. Here is your example problem. From the following information, prepare the balance sheet for the year ending 31st March 2018 as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Equity share capital 20 lakh, inventories 14 lakh, plant and machinery 10 lakh, preference share capital 12 lakh, debenture redemption reserve 6 lakh, outstanding expenses 3 lakh, proposed dividend 5 lakh, land and building 20 lakh, current investments 8 lakh, cash equivalents 10 lakh, short-term loan from Z Limited 4 lakh, public deposit 12 lakh. After go through the problem, already I told you in the previous class, you have to follow 3 steps. What are they? The first step is you have to classify the following items into major heads like a shareholders fund, non-current liability, current assets and non-current assets. Now let us start the first step. Equity share capital shareholders fund, inventories current assets, plant and machinery tangible asset, preference share capital shareholders fund, debenture redemption reserve shareholders fund, outstanding expenses other current liabilities, proposed dividend short term provisions, land and building tangible assets, current investments it is come under current assets, cash equivalents it is also come under current assets, short term loan from Z Limited it is come under short term borrowings that is nothing but current liabilities, public deposit it is considered as long term borrowings, you have to record it under the non-current liabilities. So now the first step is completed. What is the second step? The second step is to write the format of vertical form of balance sheet. So now already I have written the format of balance sheet on the board. Write the heading correctly. Balance sheet as of 31st March 2018 as per the Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Particulars, note number, amount. So this is the format of vertical form of balance sheet. Equity and liability. Equity and liability can be divided into 3. Shareholders fund, non-current liability and current liabilities. Then assets can be divided into 2, non-current assets and current assets. After writing the format, we just copy the items which are given in your problem in the statement. So ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. Yes, the first item is equity and liability. Under that shareholders fund. So and shareholders fund contains 2 items, that is share capital. So here in your problem they have given 2 different capitals. For this we have to prepare a separate working note. Make a heading as notes to accounts, note number, particulars, amount. So what is the first note number? That is share capital. So under that equity share capital. What is the amount of equity share capital? 20 lakh. Next, preference share capital. What is the amount of preference share capital? 12 lakh. Next, make a total. You will get 32 lakh. So now the total amount of share capital is rupees 32 lakh. Now record it in this statement. Note number 1, the amount of share capital is rupees 32 lakh. Next, come to the reserves and surplus. Here in your problem they have given debenture redemption reserve. For this, note number 2, reserves and surplus. So under that, debenture redemption reserve. What is the amount of debenture redemption reserve? 6 lakh. So now record it in the statement. Reserves and surplus, note number 2, 6 lakh. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. You can directly record it in the statement as rupees 6 lakh. And the next is coming to the non-current liability. Under that long-term borrowings. Yes, there is a long-term borrowings Note number 3, long term borrowings. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಐಟಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಯಾವುದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ public deposits. What is the amount of public deposit? That is rupees 12 lakh. So now long term borrowings, note number 3, public deposits, the amount of long term borrowings is rupees 12 lakh. And the next is other non current liability. There is no other non current liability, leave it as blank. Next come to the current liabilities. So under that first one is short term borrowings. Yes, there is a short term borrowings. Note number 4, short term borrowings, short term loan from Z Limited. What is the amount of short term loan? 4 lakh. So now record it in the statement as note number 4, 4 lakh. Next, trade payables. So there is no trade payables in your problem, leave it as blank. Next, other current liability. So other current liability they have given outstanding expenses, other current liability they have given outstanding expenses. What is the amount of outstanding expenses? 3 lakh. So now record it in the statement as 3 lakh. And the next item is a short term provision. Here in your problem they have given proposed dividend. It is better to show it in the separate working note. Note number 6, short term provisions. So under that proposed dividend. What is the amount of proposed dividend? That is rupees 5 lakh. So record it in the statement. Note number 6, 5 lakh. So now the total equity and liability of the company is rupees 62 lakh. So after writing all the liabilities, you have to make a total of all the liabilities one by one. 32 lakh plus 6 lakh plus 12 lakh plus 4 lakh plus 3 lakh plus 5 lakh, you will get 62 lakh. So now coming to the assets. So as we know, assets can be divided into two. The first one is non-current assets and the current assets. So under that fixed assets, so here in your problem they have given two different tangible assets. So for this we have to prepare a separate working note. Note number 7, tangible assets. So what are the two different tangible assets? They are plant and machinery and land and building. So what is the amount of plant and machinery and land and building? The amount of plant and machinery is rupees 10 lakh and the amount of land and building is rupees 20 lakh. So now the total amount of tangible assets is rupees 30 lakh. So now we have to record it in the statement. Tangible assets, note number 7. The amount of tangible asset was rupees 30 lakh. The next, there is no intangible asset, leave it as blank. Non-current investment, there is no non-current investment, leave it as blank. Other non-current assets, there is no other non-current asset, leave it as blank. Next, coming to the current assets, under that first one is current investment. So they have given directly the amount of current investment, so you can directly record it in the statement as rupees 8 lakh. Next, inventories. So the amount of inventory also given directly in the statement. So the amount of inventory is also given directly in the problem. So you can directly record it in the statement. That is rupees 14 lakh. Next, trade receivables. There is no trade receivables, so leave it as blank. And cash equivalents. So in your problem, the amount of cash and cash equivalents is directly given. The amount of cash and cash equivalents is rupees 10 lakh. Next, short-term loans and advances. There is no short-term loans and advances in your problem. Leave it as blank. Next, other current assets. It is also not given in your problem. Leave it as blank. Now make a total of all the assets together. 30 lakh plus 8 lakh plus 14 lakh plus 10 lakh. You will get 62 lakh. Now the total amount of assets of the company is rupees 62 lakh. So ನೀವು liabilities total ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೂ same balance ಬರಬೇಕು and assets ಅನ್ನ total ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೂ same balance ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is how we prepare balance sheet. So now let's solve one more problem. From the following information, prepare balance sheet of Jindal Company Limited as at 31st March 2018 as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Share capital 10 lakh, reserves and surplus 5 lakh, 10% debenture 5 lakh, creditors 2 lakh, bills payable 3 lakh, fixed assets 15 lakh, trade receivables 5 lakh, short term investments 2 lakh, cash and cash equivalents 3 lakh. As usual, we have to follow 3 steps. That is, first we have to classify the items into major heads which are recorded in the balance sheet. Next, we have to write the format of balance sheet correctly. And finally, we should do copy and paste of the items which are given in your problem. Now let's classify the items. Share capital, shareholders fund, reserves and surplus, shareholders fund, 10% debenture, non-current liabilities, and it is classified as long-term borrowings, creditors, trade payables, bills payable, trade payables, these 2 items which are come under the current liabilities. Next, fixed assets, it has come under non-current assets, trade receivables, current assets, short-term investment, current assets, cash and cash equivalents, current assets. Now let's solve the problem. So here in your present problem, they have given directly the amount of share capital. So no need to prepare separate working note for that. So the amount of share capital was rupees. So now the amount of share capital is rupees 10 lakh. Next, reserves and surplus. So the amount of reserves and surplus is also directly given. So we can directly record it in the statement as rupees 5 lakh. Next, come to the non-current liabilities. Under that, long-term borrowings. For this, we have to prepare a separate working note. So as we know the format of working note, make heading as notes to accounts. The first column, note number. Second column, particulars. The third column, amount. Note number 1, long-term borrowings. So under that, 10% debentures. What is the amount of 10% debenture? That is rupees 5 lakh. So now directly recorded in the statement, long-term borrowings, note number 1, the amount of long-term borrowings was rupees 5 lakh. Format ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅದರ್ ನಾನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ನಾನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್. Current liability, under that short term borrowings, there is no short term borrowings, leave it as blank. And the next, trade payables. For this we have to prepare a separate working note because there are 2 items relating to the trade payables. Make heading as trade payables in working note. So the first one is creditors. What is the amount of creditors? 2 lakh. Next, bills payable. What is the amount of bills payable? 3 lakh. Now add together 2 lakh plus 3 lakh, you will get 5 lakh. So now the total amount of trade payable is rupees 5 lakh. Now record it directly in the statement, that is rupees 5 lakh. Note number 2. Next, other current liability. There is no other current liability, leave it as blank. Next, short term provision, it is also not given in your problem, leave it as blank. Now make a total of all the liabilities, you will get 25 lakh. 10 lakh plus 5 lakh plus 5 lakh plus 5 lakh. The total amount of equity and liability of the company is rupees 25 lakh. Now come to the assets. Assets can be divided into 2, non-current assets and current assets. Under the non-current asset, the first item is fixed assets. So here in your present problem, they have directly given the amount of fixed assets. So what is the amount of total amount of fixed assets? That is rupees 15 lakh. Tangible asset, leave it as blank. Intangible asset, leave it as blank. Next, come to the non-current investment. There is no non-current investment, leave it as blank. Other non-current asset is also not given, leave it as blank. Next, current assets. Under that current investment, here in your problem they have given short-term investment. So it is better to write it in the separate working note. Short-term investment. What is the amount of short-term investment? 2 lakh. So now we can directly record it in the statement, that is rupees 2 lakh, note number 3. Next, come to the inventories. There is no inventories in your problem, leave it as blank. Trade receivables. Yes, there is a trade receivables. Yes, there is a trade receivables in your problem. So the amount of trade receivables is rupees 5 lakh. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಕ್ವಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಕ್ವಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ rupees 3 lakh. Next, short term loans and advances. There is no short term loans and advances, leave it as blank. And other current assets also not given in your problem, leave it as blank. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅಂಡ್ ಬರೆದು ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು. ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್. 15 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 5 lakh plus 3 lakh, you will get 25 lakh. So now we get the same balance, that is rupees 25 lakh as we get already in the liabilities. ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.